Okay, what's up guys? In this video I decided that we can have a little discussion about which are the best champions to take on a quest. I have thought about this and I noticed that I have like my preferred champions to take on quests. So let's check. I kind of divided them in four major categories, and I'll give you some options for each category, and I'll tell you my preferred champions from each category, and I will let you know like at the end which are the five champions which I think are the best for questing. So I mentioned we've got these five categories here, four categories, sorry. So we've got champions that regenerate is the first category. I think it's very important, like every time you go in a quest, to have a champion that regenerates, so you can take him in fight after five and not losing any health. Then we have champions for specific uses, which can be champions that stun, champions that bleed, champions that power lock or something like that. And then we've got the next category is champions that does very high damage. Um, and we've got the fourth category is Scarlet Witch. She's her own category because she can do everything, but more about that in a second. So yeah, the first category is champions that regenerate, guys. And let's take a look. Most of them, we've got some good options here. We've got all the Ironmans regenerate, except Hulkbuster. He does not. But like we've got, what's that? Let's just check. We've got Iron Man. We've got Iron Patriot regenerates. We've got Superior Iron Man as well. So these are good options, but they regenerate only when they hit low health. I think it's like 20% or something like that. So it's not very. I mean, it's reliable every time they hit that 20% they will regenerate. But it's not like we need champions that regenerate all the time, that don't let you go up to 20%. So what else is there? We've got Ultron as well over here. He's a little bit better than the Ironmans because he regenerates two times on 50 and on 25, I believe. So yeah, he's a little bit better option. Then we also have the Phoenix Force. Um, she's pretty much like the Ironmans. When she hits the bottom, he regenerates some health, but she doesn't regenerate that much. And yeah, I wouldn't say she's one of the best options there. Maybe she's even one of the worst. Then we've got Rogue, which she's got this what do you call it? Life steal or something like that. Basically, she can suck a little bit of your life, which is good, but still not the best. I think she doesn't regenerate. She doesn't regenerate that much. Then we've got Doctor Strange, who regenerates on his second buff. I think no, it's the third buff. So, but he's got quite good regeneration. You can always rely that when you hit on that buff, you can regenerate some health. So he's one of the champions that's very good because you know that you can always regenerate, and you regenerate pretty much it's reliable. Then we've got also Doctor Voodoo, which is not released just yet, but I think he's coming in the next arena, and we have seen it in the Sorcerer's Conclave quest. So he does regenerate in the beginning of every fight, which I think for questing will be very good. Very reliable. Every time you start the fight, if you lost some health in the fight before, you can regenerate it. But again, guys, I have not played with this character. I missed to grab him 3-star. He's not out yet, so he's definitely not going to be one of the picks just because of those reasons. Then we've got Doctor Strange, of course. We talked about him, sorry. I've got my list a little bit mixed. We've got the Wolverines next. So we've got Wolverine, we've got X-23, and we've got where are they? And we've got Old Man Logan. So Old Man Logan is not the best for regeneration. He regenerates like 10 health or something like that, 7 health. Wolverine X-23, he's got pretty much the same regeneration as Wolverine, but she doesn't have the special ability, the awakened ability regeneration, which is the strong regeneration. So she's good. You can always rely on her regenerating some health, but it's never gonna be as good as Wolverine's, which is probably one of the best champions that regenerates. And then we've got, of course, the best one. If you've got him, you're lucky, or you're a high grinder. But anyway, this is Deadpool, the original. There are, I think, like 200 of them or something like that. So he's quite rare champion. If you've got him, you're lucky. But yeah, he's definitely the best, but he's not going to be one of my picks just because he's so rare and not many people got him. And then we've got, of course, Scarlet Witchbird. We are going to talk about her a little bit later. So out of these picks, guys, I think I would usually, when I'm questing, I would go with pretty much two champions that regenerate. So we've got Wolverine, is my number one pick, and I also bring Doctor Strange. Why I bring two champions here? Because pretty much they've got a little bit lower health because they can regenerate. So if you're in the harder quests and let's take a look, and like you go with Wolverine, his base health is quite low, so you may end up getting a combo and you're almost dead. So it happens every now and then that you lose some health, and then you die, and then you don't have any more champion that regenerates. Or you may happen to be off class with the champion, so you cannot use him. So I bring usually in harder quests two champions that regenerate, one being Wolverine and one being Doctor Strange, just in case like totally different. We've got totally different like classes, so we don't have class disadvantage, and we've got some more options. So let's go into our next next group of champions here. These are champions for specific uses. This can be anything from stun, from poison. This could be like high block proficiency. This can be power drain, power lock. Basically, champions that you may have like one or two champions in quest that require a certain champion to go through this opponent. So there are some options like if you're looking for champions that can stun, which is the case over here in that Juggernaut. Where was he? The Juggernaut in the, I believe it's Act 4, Chapter 3. That he basically, you cannot dash back, and you cannot. What was it? I think he was. Oh yeah, you've got power gain. So basically, the trick there is just to stun him and hit him and stun him again. And Ronan was the best champion for that because he's the only champion in the game that has 100% chance to stun on his first special attack. And with that power gain, you know, you stun him all the time. And then if you want more stun, there is DareDevil Netflix, which stuns quite good. Then we've got like characters like DareDevil Classic, which are very good if you go against. I mean, we're talking all awakened characters here, of course. But DareDevil Classic is a character that if you go against Spider-Man or if you go against what was that? Oh yeah, here we go. Dr. Voodoo is the next champion in the arena. I just saw him. Yeah, so if you go against Maestro, which has his projectile special attack, so you can pretty much easily evade all these automatically. Then we've got Black Widow here, which doesn't trigger enemies' abilities. We've got Magik, which is very good if you want to do like power, like if you're against champions that has power gain. So you don't want them to do their third special, so you get this power burn, power lock. I mean it's power steal and power lock, I believe. And you also get the limbo there, which is some more damage coming on the opponent. So she's good option if you want another one for just controlling the enemy's power. You've got vision as well. Then we've got here champions that does bleed, which if you go against champion with I forgot what they call it, like safeguard, I believe. When champions cannot lose more than 1% with each hit, then you just go with Wolverine, make him bleed like 8 times, and his health goes down much faster. Of course, here we've got also Black Panther and Deadpool X-Force. And then we've got characters like Crossbones, who does not do any critical hits, which is of course good if you go against somebody like Scarlet Witch, and champions like Doctor Strange, who again does he's got these three states, three buffs, and he can have pretty high block proficiency. He can do pretty high damage, and he can regenerate. So if you and also he's very good like. If you cannot hit the opponent that much, and his power goes up automatically, so you can just keep doing the third special all the time. So he's there with the specific uses, and we've got characters like Moon Knight, who just depending on the phase he does different things. If you haven't seen it, you can check my video on Moon Knight. He's up on the channel. Just check pros and cons about Moon Knight. I think this is what it's called. But yeah, I would usually like, it really depends on the characters that you're gonna face. You're gonna face like which one of these champions are you gonna need, which ability you're gonna need. So it really depends. But I find myself most of the time using Magik, just because I think being able to control enemies' power is so powerful. So that's why I just give Magik number 3 spot in my top 5 champions to go with on a quest. But again, here in this category, you can use different champions for the different opponents that you face and the different needs you have in the specific quests. And then we have the next category, which is damage champions. So this is in case you have somebody like Doctor Strange again, and if you're against him, you may end up like seeing him not using his special attacks. So he generates power over time, but he doesn't use his special attacks. So he's gonna do this third special every now and then. So it's very important, like if you go against champion like that, to be able to kind of go through him as fast as you can, so he doesn't do the third special. So champions like Thor, Star-Lord, Electro, Rocket Raccoon, and Iron Fist, these are basically the big damage dealers in the game. And I don't have Awakened Thor, and he's not very very like he doesn't go well with my masteries. So that's why I don't have him on my top 5 list. But Star-Lord, if you can maintain a high combo, he's very good champion. He does great job against Doctor Strange. Pretty much that's how I was going through Doctor Strange in the master mode of the Sorcerer's Quest. And then that's why he's got the 4th spot on my list. And then we've got Electro, just because when he's awakened, he just does such ridiculous critical hit rate. So basically, pretty much after the 2nd combo, every hit you do is critical. So yeah, he's over there on the 5th spot. So basically, let's go again through the top 5 champions, and then we're going to talk about Scarlet Witch. So we've got Wolverine and Doctor Strange for regeneration champions. We've got whichever you need from the champions for specific use, but I put Magik because I find myself using her most of the time, so she's on the 3rd spot, but you can definitely like put any other champion there from that list. And then we've got champions that deal damage. Is number 4 is Star-Lord, and 5 is Electro. This is pretty much my preferred setup when I go to quest. If I can bring these champions, I know that I'll probably, if it's like a proper quest, if it's not like something like Labyrinth of Legends or the Road of the Labyrinth, these champions are gonna pretty much have no problem completing that quest. And then let's talk about the 4th category, guys, which is Scarlet Witch. And basically she does everything that we just mentioned. She just does it. Like, she's got regeneration, she's got random buffs and debuffs, so she's very good for specific uses. Like, she does power lock, she does power burn, she does power steal, she does what does she do? She stuns the opponent, she does poison, she does pretty much everything, and it's so hard to play against her because every time you do critical hit, she's got this chance to do anything random. So pretty much Crossbones is the way to go against her, or Moon Knight. But she's pretty much, and she can do like 5 stacks of critical damage, so she's also a great damage dealer, like she does with her. If you do several stacks of fury or critical damage, she can do like 30, 40, 50,000 with her second special. So basically she combines all of these categories we just talked about in one place, which is why she's so powerful in the game. But with her, the specific thing is that you wanna, like, you don't need any other champions, you just need to have a good crit team, so she does more critical hits, so she triggers more of these abilities. But that's about her. If you're lucky enough, I don't have her, of course, I've got her 3-star, and sometimes I build a critical hit team against, like, around the 3-star champion, and do some quests like that. She does work as 3-star as well, but I still don't have her 4-star. But yeah, she's her own category just because of that reason she's so powerful. But yeah, I think this is pretty much it about the top 5 champions that I think are best for questing. Again, Wolverine, Doctor Strange, Magik, Star-Lord and Electro are my top 5. But let me know, guys, maybe I missed some good champions here. Let me know down in the comments what are your top 5 champions that you bring in your quest. Let me know down in the comments, and if you like this video, if you want more videos like that, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you make sure you don't miss them. But that's gonna be it for now, guys. Thanks for watching and see you next time.